is a popular upgrade for new homes, but could your granite countertop actually be hazardous to your health? That's what a new group based here in Houston has begun to look into. 11 News reporter Lee McGuire started investigating, and it turns out even some of the skeptics are now wondering.
The family that owns this Houston kitchen asked us not to tell you who they are, but they would like you to know what we found when we had their granite countertop tested for radiation.
Is that we're living in a world that has radiation in it, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it.
Rice University physicist Bill Loeb didn't expect to find this when we asked him to double-check what a Houston research group told us it had already found here. Elevated levels of potentially dangerous gamma radiation coming from this granite countertop.
I can move around to other locations.
Keep in mind, granite naturally gives off harmless forms of radiation, and that's what most of this countertop does.
0.2 millirem per hour. However, in another location, the rate can be quite a bit higher.
Here, it is doing something different, setting off gamma radiation that can slightly increase cancer risks. In Houston, those researchers say they have also found unusual levels of radon gas, which the EPA says can lead to lung cancer.
Granite Countertops has had a tremendous explosion in this country.
Sarah Spear-Selber runs Build Clean. Her team has just started testing Houston area kitchens for radon.
Not all granites emit radon or radiation. There are some that clearly do. There are some that absolutely don't. We don't know.
In the kitchen her group took us to, Build Clean's radon test revealed something unusual. A radon level of about 3 picocuries per liter. Houston homes normally measure around 0. The EPA says a homeowner should consider adding more ventilation whenever the level is above 2, and definitely do something at a level above 4.
We're seeing what would be called alarming elevated levels of radon.
But is granite the source? She thinks so and showed us this test. A granite slab sealed in a plastic box. The radon level in there, 17.3.
Or 4 times higher than what the EPA says is an actionable level.
But before we go any further, let's take a look at who is paying for this Build Clean study. They're being set up as a nonprofit, and they're funded with 2 large donations. The first one is $250,000 from the makers of Silestone. They manufacture quartz countertops, a direct competitor to granite. Build Clean is also getting money from Cambria, another quartz manufacturer. In fact, Cambria's marketing director is on Build Clean's board of directors.
I don't believe the issue is who our funders are, and I'm not going to have that debate. I believe the issue is, I'm looking at 2 slabs, Lee. One is showing 17.3 picocuries per liter of radon emission.
But the people who make and install granite countertops call Build Clean science dubious and overblown, engineered to scare the public and discredit an industry.
There's nothing in the archives, there's no science that indicates or tells us of any stone being sold commercially, available to the public for installation that has higher than the 4 picocuries per liter EPA standards.
Here the rate is about 1 millirem per hour.
Remember, Bill Loeb started as a skeptic, but after measuring this countertop, he started to wonder. Granite can come from all over the world, and how much do we really know about all those quarries? So he went through dozens of academic studies that looked at 95 different types of granite. He took all that research and then created a hypothetical kitchen, unventilated, 20 feet long by 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall, containing 16 square feet of granite countertops. Loeb found that 92 of those 95 tested granites emitted no radon at all, or very little. But 2 of them would fill the kitchen with elevated radon levels, and 1 would release a high level of radon at the level where the EPA recommends taking action. If you took 1,000 people, the EPA says 7 of them would likely get lung cancer with those levels of radon in their home.
One needs to do, especially if you don't know where your granite came from, is to actually measure your granite.
Then there's that gamma radiation he found. To put the risk in perspective, put your hand here for 300 hours. And Loeb says only 4 out of 10,000 people might get cancer because of it.
They are still fairly low, but it is something that people should be aware of.
So there may be more to learn about what's inside your countertop, something you can't see, in a popular stone that makes your kitchen look so much better. Lee McGuire, 11 News.
If you have granite in your home, you may have some questions, and we have put plenty of resources on our website, KHOU.com, and that includes several reports from the marble industry and a new report about connections between granite and radon. The Rice University physicist and Lee Story wrote it for us.